to come outside. And I was thinking, in the meantime, maybe you guys would like to know what my favorite games are. I'm a gamer at heart. I've played a lot of games, and maybe there are some that are your favorites too. So I decided to share my list. I'm going to start from the first system I ever played, Atari 2600. Alright, I hope you guys like the list. Let me know, if there are any that you like, that I like, and, maybe we can talk some history, alright? So, Atari 2600, starting from number 3. There was Galaxian. A game like I've never seen before. Well, I'd never seen a shooting game before this one, other than a game called Asteroids. So this one was pretty cool. Yeah, some of you might be saying, whoa, look at that choppy, blocky thing, but yeah, it was really fun. And second, there was a game called Combat, where the only object of the game was to get this shot across the room and hit the other guy, and you get a point, and whoever reached a certain amount of points would win the game. Yep, nothing like the modern warfare of today, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And number 1 is this game called Centipede. Man, I used to spend hours on this game just trying to make a high score, trying to stay away from that centipede, trying to hit him before he came down. I mean, it was really fun. And these 3 games really got me started into video gaming. And hey, I'm still around, so they didn't do that bad a job. Then came the NES. Now this system is arguably my favorite system of all time. I mean, I can't really say it is, but it is definitely close to being one of my favorite systems of all time. Yeah, it got 2 buttons, but Nintendo knew what they were doing with the fun factor, man. These games were fun. Now, I mean, before I even get into my top 3, there's some games that I have to give honorable mention, man. There's all the Double Dragons, Castlevanias, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a game called Sky Shark, which was just wow. Ninja Gaiden, every one of them, and Battletoads. Those games have to get mentioned, but they're not in my top 3. My top 3 games for NES are, starting at number 3, Super Mario Brothers 3. Yep, Super Mario Brothers 3. Out of the 3 of them, that's my favorite. Then number 2, a game which nobody, I mean hardly anybody knows about. It's called Shadow of the Ninja, which was like a Contra type ninja game, where instead of you have guns, you had ninja weapons. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I finished that game as well, and it was worth every single minute I spent playing that game. Then there was the game that I spent hours on till the wee hours of the morning, Blaster Master. It was a mix of side-scrolling plus the first 3D type game I've ever played, which was kind of overhead, but wasn't overhead. Yeah, but it was pretty cool. Had a lot of bosses, had a lot of enemies. Yeah, this game was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So that was my number 1 game for NES. Then there was a Sega Genesis. I really wasn't that into the system. It was 16 bits, graphics were improved, but Nintendo still did it for me at the time. But these top 3 games for me were the ones I spent most of my time playing the Sega Genesis with. There was Streets of Rage, It was a series, 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, I spent a lot of my time playing Streets of Rage 2. But it was a pretty cool side-scrolling beat-em-up game. And then there was Outrun. I mean, what can I say? And next to Rad Racer, it was pretty cool and pretty fast. Pretty frustrating too, but yeah, it was a pretty good game. Spent a lot of time on that. I guess that's why I love Burnout so much these days. And my number one game for Sega Genesis, this I played over and over and over. Yeah, you get the drift. Sonic the Hedgehog. I spent hours on this game. This game kicked it up. I mean, I can't compare it to Mario or anything, but this game was one of the best side-scrolling games I've ever played. I mean, it sucked that they carried it into 3D, but yeah, Sonic, you rule the Sega Genesis kingdom. Then came the Super Nintendo, and everybody was like, whoa, look at all those buttons. But it was a pretty good system. My mom bought one for Christmas for me, and I never told her this, but it was one of the best presents I've ever gotten in my life. I really spent a lot of time on this thing, man. Thanks, Mom. And yeah, these are my top 3. Another system with a lot of good games, but these 3 games had me locked. There was Super Mario World. Yep, I got that game with the system, and I played it until I found everything in that game without any strategy guides. I really love that game. But then this game came out, Super Mario Kart. I don't know what to say, but this game was fun beyond belief. I spent hours on this thing, man. Especially the battles and just trying to beat the computer. It was crazy. Crazy, man. But the next game, Street Fighter 2, this game changed gaming, carried it to a different level. I spent hours. I know I've been saying I spent hours on the rest of the games, but this game I spent hours. After school, my friends and I used to have battles on this game all evening till we went home. And when we got our systems and when we got the game, we spent hours practicing, man. Even years after this game came out, it was still the best game ever. I mean, Mortal Kombat came out. Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat too, but this game, yeah, Street Fighter 2, man. Street Fighter 2, number 1 for Super NES on my list. So then Sony decided to enter the video game market, and there was their system, the PlayStation. And it was pretty cool. I mean, everybody was like, wow, discs. So yeah, we started moving from cartridges, which was a sad day, to discs. But you know, we had to start using